everybody, Emma from BIF Ministries here. I hope you are all well. I thought I would just create a different sort of video this evening as I was going to be enjoying making something to go in my journaling corner where I spend my time obviously in God's Word and being creative with God's Word. And I like to make my journaling corner nice and cozy and have a nice atmosphere for when I'm sitting here. So I am going to share with you these jars I make. Obviously they're really easy to make. Most of you don't need to make a video. Most of you know how to make them most probably, but I just thought it would be fun to make a video to share with you all. So yes, I like creating little things like this to go in my Bible journaling corner, and I like to create them so they have like different Bible verses on, words of God on, you know, so as I look at them and I'm using them, they've got words on that will encourage and inspire me. So what I'll do is pop that one down, and hopefully you can see a bit better if I give this one a twirl around. So I use some washi tape to create this one, and I keep my gel pens in this one. I've took them out so I could show you them better. And the reason why I am making a new jar tonight to pop in some more of my bits to go on my side, I will move the camera and show you, so I hopefully won't get too seasick, but I have a little shelf just above my desk, and I like to keep all my recent Bibles and things that I'm using just there, and so that's why I like to make my corner look pretty and nice. So yes, let's get to the making bit. I have no idea how this video is going to go. It's just a last minute idea to make it, so please bear with me if I rumble on or I get a bit stuck or I just go I don't know what I'm doing. Bear with me. So to make these jars, obviously all I use is I use jam jars that I collect after I've had some lovely homemade jam, or you know, or pickle jars from where I've had some pickles or something like that. So I don't like to throw them away, I like to keep them, and so that is what I use. I just use a jar from my jam or pickles or something like that, and then I will get a selection of different, you know, resources I will use to decorate the jars. I mean, you can use hessian, you can use lace, ribbon, anything that takes your fancy really. So I enjoy making lots of these jars, but for this one I am going to use some washi tape, and I am so excited. I got some happy mail in the post from my lovely sister across the ocean in the USA called Marie, and she helps me with my Bless It Forward Bible journaling community. Bless her, she volunteers and helps me just keep an eye on our community and that it's all safe and our members are protected and looked after. And she sent me this gorgeous washi tape, and it is Tinkerbell. Look, Tinkerbell with some rainbows and hearts, and she sent me this because she absolutely knows I absolutely love Disney. Other than, you know, God and my love for God, I love Disney. It's my secret. But yeah, and I enjoy using my Disney in my Bible journaling, because God gave me this characteristic of the love of Disney, so I will use it in my journaling. You can check out my inspired Disney journaling Bible by watching the YouTube video I have created. Just search for it on my channel. So I will be using this gorgeous washi tape, and then she also sent me this absolutely gorgeous washi tape as well, and it says always be lovely, and I absolutely love it because it is just such, it really reminds me of just how I like to be. I always just want to be lovely to everybody. I always try my best to be lovely and gracious and kind and caring. So she sent me this because she said it reminded her of me, and I absolutely loved it. It really made me smile when I saw it. So I'm going to use it to decorate my jar, and I'm also going to use a few other bits. I've got some other washi tape type hearts I'm going to use. I will show you more in a minute. And I've got some like sticky gems I'm going to use, and I've got some bits of string. So obviously there's nothing major for me to tell you. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the jar together, and hopefully you will just get an idea then of how to create one yourself. And maybe create lots of nice pretty jars to go in your corner for when you journal with God. So let me get started. So I'm going to start by putting on this string. Right, so what I'm going to do is, you can use one string or two string, you know, I'm using two different types of strings. You don't have to, but I just thought I liked the pink and blue. It kind of went with the colour theme of the washi tape. So that's why I'm choosing that. And this is where I get messy and all sticky, so bear with me, because super glue tends to go everywhere, because this is super glue, and I'm just going to run it around the rim of my jar like so, just to give it a bit of a stick for sticking. So I'm just going to pop that there. It's going to go everywhere because that's what it does. Whoop, I'm going to put the lid on. Actually, you didn't see that, it was going everywhere then. So an explosion of glue, and I'm just going to simply wrap these bits of string around my jar at the top, and then I will bring back my exploding super glue, and I will just super glue them down like so, and I will hold them there with a mini paper clip until they are dry a little bit. So they will just hold there with a paper clip, like a wooden peg like that, sorry, until they are dry. So I will leave that like that, and then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this gorgeous washi tape and I'm going to put it on the jar. So I'm trying to decide which one I want. I think I might put the Always Be Lovely one at the bottom of the jar. So let me find the edge. So I'm not quite sure how it will go round yet, so because you don't know where the cutting comes off, so you might have to have a little play. So I lay it down flat, so, and I just wrap my washi tape around it. I'm going to kind of decide, just in case you're wondering, that this will be the back of the jar. So if there's like a gap or there's an overlap, that will be the back of the jar. Let me show you using one of my other jars quickly. Actually, as you can see, the washi tape didn't kind of meet up, and I didn't want to overlap it. So because it would have gone onto this other lovely thingy, so I just stuck some I think it was just some plain white washi tape in the gap there that I had, but this is the back side of my jar, so I always make sure it faces front ways. So that just gives me a little bit of a thought there, hopefully. So I think I'm going to start with it being round about there, and then what I try and do is I try and just follow the jar round. Obviously pull your washi tape careful, because I'm going to have to unstick that because it was going wonky. You don't want it to rip and waste your lovely washi tape. So obviously you could enjoy creating this with some other, you know, like Christian faith themed washi tape if you have some. Obviously here in the UK it's very hard to get hold of. I do have to rely on my lovely friends who send me Happy Mail. Right, that's gone a bit wonky, but what I'm going to do is I am just going to cut it off and then I will straighten it out. I'm just going to, I think about there. At least, woo, it's rolled away. At least I can see where I need to be matching it up. So it's got a bit bit wonky, so bear with me while I get it right. And there we go. Oh no, I'm not doing very good, lovely people. Bear with me. There we are, that's better. So there we are. I make sure that's all smoothed out and rubbed in, and that says always be lovely. Ah, isn't that nice? I love it. I absolutely love it. So that is that. And then what I'm going to do then is I'm going to take my Tinkerbell washi tape. Oh, I just love Tinkerbell. She's so cute. Oh. Right, and then I'm just going to do the same. I'm going to try and match the line up roughly with the one I made down there. And then go along the top edge. So you'll find most of the times, like with jars, so you can use a round jam jar like this, you will find here there's just like a little edge line you could follow, and the same at the top. So that's basically what I do. Sometimes you need to be just below the line though, because otherwise it does make it wonky. So, and then let's do this. Oh, that one's gone on beautifully. Oh, look at that. Very good of you, Tinkerbell tape. So I'm just going to cut it. I'm going to cut it right by the rainbow, I think. Oh, and that matches up really nice. Ooh, that was good. So there we go. How is that for a match up? That's like nearly perfect. So that is my washi tape on my jar, as you can see, very easy to do. And then I'm just going to enjoy taking these gems that I've got there, like obviously sticky back gems that I've got, and placing them just around the jar. And I've obviously chosen a colour theme that would go with the jar, so I'm going to use the blue ones, the pink ones and the white ones. So, and I will just randomly, in no particular order, place them around my jar. So obviously I'll put that one at the top there. I want to put that one at the bottom. Put that one up there. I'm hoping I've done it that I don't get a match. That would be a bit pants if I did, wouldn't it? I would like to get it. Oh, I don't think the sticky stuff came off on that one. I'm liking. Stick that on. So as you can see, it's nothing really hard to do. It's very easy to do. So I hope you are obviously being encouraged and inspired that you could have a go at making something pretty like this too. So that is them all stuck on. And then what I want to do is I thought about maybe adding on these hearts, but I'm not quite sure. I don't think they will fit. Let me have a look. So these are just like some washi tape hearts I brought. So if I can get into them. And they're just basically what you do is, I saw these and I thought they would be great for journaling. And you can just peel off like a washi shape heart and place it in. So what I might have to do is move my gems. No, I don't think I will be able to fit them in. I think they're slightly bit big. Maybe I should have put them on first. So that's always a lesson you can learn. So what I can do is just wiggle my gems about a bit. So I quite like that. Actually, yes, that looks quite nice. Let's see if we can wiggle this gem down a bit to stick one there. Yes, so as you enjoy creating these jars, obviously it's just trial and error. If you get it wrong, it doesn't matter. You can play around, move things about. Let's get this nice, I'm going to get this nice blue one hopefully here at the back. How's that? That looks good, doesn't it? I like. And I quite like this one. So I'm going to take that one. I think I'm going to stick that pink one in between there like this. And I think we might have to find ourselves another pink one to go at the back here. So I wonder if I can move these flowers a bit that I've put on. And oh, let's have a look. There seems to be a nice pink one here if I can get at it. Let me see if I can get at it. There we go. It's like a pinky purple, isn't it? So that, I think that will go nice there. If I can wiggle this jewel across a bit. There we go. Oh, so I'm really happy with that. That's looking good. How is that looking to you, lovely people out there? Yep. Okay, so then what I thought I would do is I've just got some more little gems, and I'm going to just take the stars. I want to take the stars, and they come on like a strip, these ones, and I only want the stars, so I'm just going to cut off the stars, and I'm going to place them around the top of the jar, like so. What I will do is, because I know this video is going on a bit, and I don't want to bore you all with my jar making, so yes, I will just add on one in each corner, and I think that will do. Whoop, I need to take this one off, stick it on the table. So I often find these everywhere when I'm doing these jars. I make sometimes quite a few of them at a time, and I will go out and I'll have these like gems stuck all over my jumper, and somebody goes, "Oh, you're sparkling," because they will just be stuck all over me. So that is my finished jar. I'm happy with that, and let me remove the peg because it doesn't take long for it to dry, and you can just push it in a little bit as well. Sorry, you couldn't see there, could you? So I've took the peg off and obviously just pushing it down to make sure it's all stuck on. So that's my finished jar. How do you like it? I really love it, and I love the washi tape. Just in case you didn't know, I thought I'd repeat it. And I am going to use this jar to place in my lovely favourite Bic pens that I like to use in my journaling. And there we go. So enjoy maybe having a go yourselves, and please know, do you know what? These make lovely gifts as well, and great for children to make as well. You know, get some faith-based washi tape and let the children enjoy making them. You can, you know, it could be something you do in one of your Sunday school classes or something, coming up to Christmas or something, for them to gift to their parents or something like that, or to gift to the community even. So just a thought I'd throw in there. So yes, I will say goodbye, God bless, and thank you for bearing with me.